Good morning and happy Saturday, family and friends. Hope you are all having a fabulous week. We've got sunshine. We've got some nice weather. This certainly was a morale booster for a lot of us that have been hoping and praying for some of this. Because, well, we get tired of it, right? And so with all the snow and things, and well, I know there's projections for more, but guys, we're going to take it. We're going to smile. We're going to enjoy these days, right? So anyway, happy Saturday. Welcome to Coffee with Kim. Thank you again for joining. Whether you're live, whether you're watching the replay, does not bother me at all. I just want to make sure you all get the good information that I like to portray. So anyway, couple things. Home and Garden show out at the Expo today and tomorrow yet. So I know many people were there even yesterday. I saw some photos. If you have a chance, swing out there this year. It is a free entry. So just go ahead. There's plenty of things you can sign up to win and check out some of the newest and latest trends for the spring, summertime. Also, the Aberdeen Community Theater is still running their Didn't See That Coming set. I haven't heard a lot about it. It looked super fun. I'm not sure I'm going to get there. If we do, it will be tomorrow, but no tickets have been bought, but that looks super fun and I love to support them. So if you have a chance and you're looking for something fun to do, head down to the Aberdeen Community Theater, see if you can't join that show today and or tomorrow. Also today down at the KOLE Public Library, they are having Roses 101. That is tomorrow at 1:30, okay? That is the KOLE Public Library Roses 101 tomorrow at 1:30. So if you're looking to get some extra knowledge on that and how to grow roses and all of that, you can certainly attend that class. We're getting really close to spring break for a lot of people, guys, whether that's here, whether that's colleges, etc. Be safe, have fun, make lots of memories. For us around here, many a time spring break is for the AA tournaments and things, so we know that's right around the corner. Rates. They have tipped into 7% this week. Just this week, they went over the 7%, okay, due to inflation still not working in our favor. So they're between like a 5.75 up past a 7. Now, I did talk to a local lender this week who actually quoted out a 8%, 8 plus some percent. Now, again, guys, this is all depending on a number of things that you have, okay? Jobs, credit scores, payments down, etc. But yeah, he said that stung just a little bit to have to quote that out. So, it's going to take maybe a little bit. We don't know for sure if they're going to continue that uphill trend or if we will see them back down. I have seen mixed reviews. So I'm just going to be honest with you. That's how I choose to conduct business. And me being honest is telling you that we're getting mixed reviews. We don't really know which direction this is going to go for the rest of 2023. These could be the lower end. They could end up being the higher end. It's just hard to say, but I'll keep you posted every week so you can keep track. This week, for our market data, we did have 10 new listings, 11 that went pending, 12 that closed for a total of 82. So houses are still moving. We are seeing competition yet on some of the homes that come out for new listings because there are buyers there. So sellers, if you are thinking about it or you have an ideal circumstance that this would be a great time for you, reach out because I guarantee there'll be some interest in those properties just due to the fact of still having some low inventory. I'm going to give you a couple of statistics. I think this is kind of interesting, and I like you to see from a different perspective. So this is coming from NAR, the National Association of Realtors. They did say that pending home sales improved for the second straight month, and it was up by 8.1%. And that is pending home sales, meaning that buyers are out there, we're getting under contract, and obviously then 4 to 6 weeks later we'll be closing. But that is a good thing to see that has gone up for the second straight month because we've had a little bit of a lull there. The next thing that I was going to tell you, because I found this kind of interesting, again, this comes from NAR, for 2022 home statistics, this is what I'm going to tell you here. So 61% of those that purchased homes were married couples. 17% in 2022 were single females. 10% were unmarried couples, so that can be any dynamic, whether it be a group of friends, whether it be a couple that's dating, whatever. It can be any dynamic, basically taking out a loan together for a property. And then 9% were single men. Okay, so I found that to be quite interesting. We've seen a lot of change in dynamic and family dynamics for the past, couple of decades, continuing forward through now. But what that means at this point is that, people are taking, I'm going to say, the bull by the horn here. And no matter what their circumstances, no matter what their status is, they are thinking, it's best for me to be a homeowner and gain back my equity instead of paying somebody else that constant rent. And so, homeownership may not be that far off, guys. If this is something that, you're thinking about, but you were unsure and, you didn't have a double income per se, don't think it's completely out of the option, guys. If you're paying $800 in rent, you can pay that on a property. Okay. So, good news is, like I said, homeownership might not be as far away as you think. One other thing I wanted to talk to you here, and this is just another stat that I kind of found interesting. So January of 2023, they noticed that foreclosures were up 36% from 1 year ago. So what does that mean to you? Hopefully nothing. But where we're seeing that occurring, guys, is a result of the overbuying, multiple offer situations, putting down more than maybe what you were comfortable with. And so, due to increase in the home sale pricing and the extreme competition, some folks got themselves in a little bit deeper than they should have. Okay, let's hope that is not the case around here. We obviously have those few that come through, but this again is national statistics. We are not necessarily seeing that directly here in our Aberdeen market, but just know that a product of all of those extreme bid wars and people foregoing things and giving up things because they wanted a house so bad means that they overextended themselves. And so we are starting to see foreclosures increasing. Okay. How can you avoid that situation, right? You may ask, how do I avoid that? Stick to your comfortable budget. Okay. When your lender's talking to you saying, hey, this pricing, if you spend this much, this is going to be your monthly payments or approximate monthly payments. Make sure you're doing a full budget, guys. Okay. And that includes car payments. That includes your utilities. That also includes your entertainment. Okay. So approximately how much you want to spend or plan to spend every month for entertainment. And so all I can say is to help prevent a potential situation like that, and this is for buyers right now that are in the market, make sure you stick to that comfortable budget that you and your lender have discussed, okay? And work closely with that lender to ensure interest rates haven't changed enough to change your buying power. Okay, so work with them pretty closely. Keep an eye on that. Maybe you haven't locked in your rate yet. That's going to be something you want to do. And I'm going to go into a little bit of a discussion with rates to give you an example of the buying power I'm talking about here. But we're going to use for quick comparison number when I do this situation and example for you. So we're going to use the low end of the rates right now, and we're going to use the high end of the rates. And I'm going to tell you the difference of what your monthly payments would be, okay? So we're going to base this off of a $200,000 home. Obviously, if it's going to be more, then we're going to adjust. Less, we'd adjust. But we're going to use $200,000 right now for the purpose of this experiment with you and to show you. So we're going to say you have a loan at $200,000. It's a 30-year loan. Your rate is at a 5.75%, the low end of right now, right? This is principal and interest only, not including your taxes and your escrow, okay? So your escrow is your taxes and insurance. So just P&I, principal and interest, at $200,000, 5.75, 30-year. Your estimated payment is about $1,167. Now, if I take the $200,000 and I take that up to a 7.1% over 30 years, you're now at $1,344 a month. Okay, so the difference being 176, so 91. So we're almost going to say $177 a month times 12. You're going to be at $2,122, and then you times that by 30. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea of what that interest rate does to your buying power. And so with that being said, I also encourage you specifically as buyers to work with your lender and work with an expert while they're reviewing your financial status to find out ways that they may be able to get your interest rate to the lowest possible. Because when you start to see those numbers, folks, your buying power changes drastically, even by a percentage or a percentage and a half. So as a buyer right now, it's important to make sure that you have the best portfolio you can present for the sake of keeping those payments reasonable. Okay. So anyway, like I said, those values do not include your taxes and insurance. That is something that your lender would include there. To give you an idea, we usually account for about $100 for your insurance every month, and your taxes are going to be anywhere between about $150 to $200, depending on what your taxes are. So not only do those numbers that I just gave you reflect your principal and interest, now we start tacking on your insurance to that. So that, tends to change that by a couple of $100 a month as well. So anyway, I wanted to let you know what was happening nationwide. What happens nationwide does make its way into the Midwest typically, maybe not to the same scale that we see, but it wouldn't be uncommon for us to start seeing potentially some foreclosures and things here as well, more than we may usually see. And so again, wanted you to be aware of that, and buyers, today was your day. Just make sure you have, like I said, the cleanest portfolio possible. Make sure you talk to your lender. Clean up that back end. Sometimes they may tell you, you know what, give us 3 months. We can clean this up. It's going to make a world of difference for you for that next 30 years. So thank you for joining me. Contact me as usual with any questions. Let me know if there's something that you want more coverage on through this discussion today. And just contact me if there's any questions at all. If I certainly wouldn't have the answer, I would ensure that I'd get it for you or direct you into the right path. Okay? Contact me anytime, 605-228-9623. Otherwise, thank you for joining Coffee with Kim. We'll see you again next Saturday. Bye-bye for now.